Welcome back
Most
to
people
Voices
think
of
gender is
Pride,
fixed and
your
immutable, and that
GLBT
everyone
show.
is either.
As we mentioned in the introduction, the whole purpose of this show is to keep you informed about different aspects and topics of the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community. Sometimes we've talked about serious issues around the community, and this time we wanted to have a little more fun in the show. And speaking about fun, who better than some of our preferred females impersonators that are on different clubs every week, bringing some entertainment, and I know you have a lot of fans out there, so let's just start doing with Esme doing an introduction.
Well, hello everybody out there. How's everybody doing? My name is Esme Russell. I work locally here in the Bay Area. I work at Valentine's Steam, which is also called the Honey Pot, and Club Spurs. And I'm so excited to be here tonight.
Well, thank you for joining us. Jocelyn?
Hi, my name is Jason, but the homos know me better as Jocelyn Summers. I'm a 30-year-old entertainer in Tampa. You can see me at Steam, at Valentine's, and at Chelsea.
Well, thank you for being with us. And last but not least, Desiree?
Hello, everybody. I'm Desiree Demornay. I'm not originally from Tampa, but I've been residing here for about 6 years, and I work all over the city, all over the country. So, hi, everybody in Homoland. How y'all doing?
Well, we're very glad to have you here on our show, and I want to remind our viewers again that this is a live show, so you can actually call in and ask our guests any questions that you may have. The phone number to our show is 813-254-7820. So let's get those lines busy so you can participate and get involved in our show. So. As the team and I were doing the introduction, we mentioned about a very important event that's coming up, which is the election, and we want to get over that serious part of the show, where I want to see how, from your point of view, you feel about this upcoming election. So. Esme, I know you're biting your tongue.
Please
right there.
don't let her talk.
Oh my God.
She cannot say anything.
Well, first of all, I just want to say that this has been the most exciting election year of my life. I've voted for many years, but this year, for some odd reason, with Hillary running, which I thought was amazing, and now Barack running, even McCain, I'm very interested in all of them. I'm Sarah Palin, I'm very interested in her. There's something about her that fascinates me. I wouldn't vote for her, but the whole process has definitely drawn me into it. And
you almost fell as vice president yourself.
I just feel this is a very interesting time in the political process. It is a historical time, and a lot has happened in the last couple of years as these people have run for office. But I was going to vote for Hillary, but she's out of the picture now. Now she's backing Barack, so I'm an Obama supporter, and I'm extremely excited about voting for Barack. I think that he has the ideals and the things and the philosophies that I believe in. So it's just been I'm just so passionate about this year, and I encourage everybody, for whoever you're voting for, whether it is McCain, which I question gay people voting for McCain. Every time somebody gay tells me they're voting for McCain, I go, what? What are you doing? But whoever you're voting for, I encourage you to get involved with the political process, be a participant, don't sit on the sidelines, don't sit at home and then come to the clubs or get on the internet and complain. They complain to me a lot because I'm an entertainer. I think I'm like the waiter or the hairdresser, everybody complains. But don't complain, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. You've got to partake of the political process, and whoever you're voting for. I've got gay friends that are actually voting for McCain. I know it's...
Well, there's nothing wrong with being gay and Republican, even though that kind of shocks a lot of people.
It throws me off, but I totally, they're my friends, and I love them, and I support them unconditionally for, the great thing about being American, and both of my parents came from Cuba, so I was born in the United States, but they come from a country that currently does not have a voting process.
Allegedly.
And so you're so funny. But they don't have a voting process, so it's an amazing thing to be able to vote. It is an amazing thing to be able to partake of the political process and be one voice amongst many. But you cannot I keep stressing that you don't have a right. You lose that right to complain, which we all do a lot.
Yes.
About everything. When you don't speak out, when you don't partake of the political process. So I encourage you all to get out there, vote, and it's an exciting time, and be a part of it.
And luckily this year, either way you go, I think it's a step in the better direction. You know, either with the woman as the vice president position or as the African-American man in the presidential position, I think it's a step in the right direction for everybody, saying that everybody has an equal voice out there somehow or another, which is nice for once in our life.
And, you know, like I mentioned before, it's also important to vote on the local races, because we actually have, on different races, several candidates that represent the GLBT community. So it's important that, you know, we have this representation, and, you know, we have a lot of people getting involved, and that's what we want to see.
And the different bills going out there right now that are, you know, either for or against things that we stand for. It's time to make our voices known.
Get informed. Definitely get on the internet. Ask people if you don't know, you know, what's going on. Be very involved, because that's what I've done. I've never been as involved as I am this year.
Yeah, Desiree, any thoughts?
I personally am involved in the election this year. I just feel like that it is very important that, as an African American, that you get out and vote. I personally don't care who people are voting for, but I personally am voting for Barack Obama, not because of the fact that he's black. I just believe that it is time that someone different is representing the White House. And if he wins the presidency, I feel like you're telling anyone that's a woman, that's, you know, Latino or Asian, that are born American, that they have the right to be president. You know, they don't have to be typically the old white man with the gray hair. So, you know, I just feel like it's time. I think it's time for a change. I think that we need to get out there and really vote for and show our pride this time and show people who we are. I just believe that as in the gay community, we kind of get shunned away because we think that people are gonna, you know, or our voices are not being heard, and whatever we say is not going to be taken serious. And sometimes I feel like that, you know, that when you go and vote, okay, this is not going to count, but it does count. And that's the first step in the right direction. We need to get out there and vote, because we have to let them know that they're messing up. And, you know,
Absolutely.
No offense to him, he has messed up. I won't say his name, but he's messed up for 8 years, flat out, and I'm just tired of him.
So, you know, we're talking about, you know, that it's time for a change, and I truly believe that things are changing. So my question to all of you is, being out there week after week, sharing closely with so many fans that you have that come to see our shows, how you perceive this change? You know, when we came back with Voices of Pride, we had the Gay Board Coalition here, and we talked about how amazing it is to finally have an area where we can all identify and feel safe and just go and have a great time. So I'm sure you have been heavily involved, you know, in the clubs that you perform, and I just want to know how you feel about this process of change and how you perceive it. I'm glad that the process
is happening. It's due. It feels good to be able to walk outside, like when I go down to E-Board, to be able to feel okay with being a female in person, and then not only that, being transgender. You know, people look to us as that we're sick or something's wrong with us, you know, that this is not what, you know, what should be going on, and that we need counseling, we need help. But it feels good to walk down the street and, you know, you see your gay brothers and sisters walking, and they're feeling, you know, they're feeling themselves, they're feeling good, they're holding hands, they're kissing, they're enjoying themselves, and it just feels good to have that little bit of time to be normal. And people don't understand what it feels like to just be normal, and it's hard. I know, especially for me, and I know maybe for Esme as well, as being transgender is very, very hard. And I am so happy to see these changes happening. You know, with the gay marriage thing, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about all the processes that are taking place. I just be glad when Florida changes completely. We're in the deep south, so it may be a minute before that changes. But
change is always painful. Change is always painful. Change is always met with resistance. We get used to, even gay people, they get used to a certain way of living their lives, and it becomes uncomfortable. And you get some people that will be very active in the community and others that will just sit around and go, well, if it happens, it happens. Almost like they're afraid to participate because if they do, they will be ridiculed for it. But this process has been very painful. It's been painful for me to watch Hillary as a woman be completely demolished, her whole life demolished before the camera. And it's been difficult to me to watch Barack go through this now. I watch every day what he has to go through. And it's intensifying as we near the end now. It's almost picking up momentum because the numbers are in his favor. And I think people are mortified. I was watching something on TV yesterday that just scared me so badly because as a gay person, I identified, as a transgendered person, I identified so much with it. They went into the out west and they were interviewing people and they were asking people, why wouldn't you vote for this man? They said they liked him and everything. The only reason they wouldn't vote for him was because he was black. And that would be me. The only reason someone may not want to be my friend is because I'm gay or because I'm transgendered. And this change thing makes people afraid. They're not afraid of him because of his policies. They weren't afraid of him because he was young or inexperienced. These people were afraid of him because of the color of his skin. And that is very backward thinking, and this is being met with resistance. But I really believe that we need to move forward. As gay people, we need to continue to move forward and be out there, and Barack needs to continue to move forward. That's what I think, because it's going to get resolved. Eventually, gay people are going to be able to get married nationwide, not just in little spots like it is now. I think eventually things are going to change for the better, but we can't just sit at home and go, well, it looks like it's really rough for him. We've got to participate.
Yeah.
I, for one, was very skeptical about the whole change thing, especially, even with the whole gay board thing.
Yeah.
I was very skeptical. I didn't think it was going to take off. I thought I'd walk down the street and, get my head bashed in or whatever. But as the months went on and we kept going along with it, and I kissed my husband on the street corner in the middle of the day, and not a person said a word about it. Yeah. Nobody cared. It was all natural, and it was normal. For once in my life, I was normal. And that kind of a change coming around for all of us, not only, the gay community, but now the country, it's all normal again. We're okay. There's not a problem. So I'm very happy about this.
Well, that's awesome. And, like I mentioned before, I think you all have addressed the point very well. It's very important for everyone to become active and just participate and get involved. And speaking of participation, it seems that the message has been out there because we already have a couple of callers, so let's start taking some calls. So, good evening. This is Voices of Pride.
Yes, how are you?
Hi, what's your name?
This is Joe.
Joe, you wanted to say something to our guests tonight?
Well, I wanted to ask Jocelyn Summers a question. I want to know how much makeup she has on tonight, what glasses she has on, and where is she going and what is she doing to celebrate something later on this evening?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey Brooks on the phone. Good old Joey Brooks.
Yes, it is.
I'll be at G-Bar later on celebrating Joey's birthday. She's 85 tonight. Let's all come out celebrate her birthday.
God. Happy birthday.
Showing up to Joey's birthday.
I had to give my sisters a hard time. Those are my girls.
That's unbelievable.
What's up, Mama?
Hi, Joey.
Showing up to Joey's birthday is under duress. It's almost like, where are you going? Are you going to spend it with me?
You really don't have a
You all
choice.
look quite lovely up there. And by the way, Desiree's dress are enormous looking. You have to work on that.
Well, I'm so sorry. We didn't have enough room for you on TV.
Oh, I love you, Joey.
I love you all. Y'all take care.
We'll see you later.
Bye,
Love you,
baby.
Mama.
Thank you for your call.
She's amazing. She's got the best sense of humor. I mean, her wit is like, it's amazing.
Well, very happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Thank
Joey.
you for
Happy
taking time to
birthday,
call into our
Joey.
show. So we have another caller. Let's take this call. Good evening. This is Voices of Pride. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, who's this?
This is Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. You had a question for our guests tonight?
I just want to know what exactly do you all do?
Oh, it's so cute. We're female impersonators. So we're boys. We're all born male. And what we do is we get on stage and we pantomime to popular songs. and we're expensive clothes. Clothes that sometimes we can't afford. And it's a very glamorous job, but it's a very hard job.
It's basically a cabaret stage entertainment show at a nightclub. If I take it as, for us, what we do, I take it a combination of a strip show and a Las Vegas show. You put the two together, and there's the cross-dressers.
Well, I'm not a cross-dresser.
Please.
Speaking of that, can you share some secrets about where do you shop? Because really to look this fabulous all the time, like you mentioned, is very expensive.
Yes, it
is. And besides, of course, your natural beauty, we're not discarding that, but all these accessories and all the different outfits that you need for your shows.
Well, for me and Desiree, we basically, I guess, over the years taught ourselves to sew and to make our own costumes. You're not going to go to Dillard's or to Macy's and find a size, 16, 18, fully beaded gown to the floor, that for us. So over the years, we taught ourselves to sew, to make costumes, and to do basically what we needed to do to make ourselves look good on stage. And then we pass it along to our sisters, like Miss Esme over here. So
I do shop in stores. I mean, I do. There's stores locally that I go to.
She's addicted to shopping.
But I am addicted to shopping. But it's less expensive to have someone make you a costume custom made. Plus, with both of them, when they make a costume, you can get a better fitting. Because a lot of times when you get something at the store, I'm kind of chesty, so
she has me taking sweaters.
Correct. I have to make the waist smaller because I would have to buy a larger dress to accommodate the breast, and then smaller in the waist. So a lot of times I have to have it altered. Whereas if I have one of them make it, it's easier because they can make it exactly to my size.
Now this one's just picky.
I am picky. But
there's nothing wrong with being picky.
Yeah.
When you have Desiree taking sweaters,
a sweater is meant to be bulky and big and
comfortable.
She wants her sweater.
Well, every winter I buy really large sweaters because the idea is wearing like a big sweater with like a pair of jeans, right? But then after I put the sweater on, it looks so big on me that I go and I have them taken in by Desiree. But then Desiree says to me, every year is the same. We go through the same spiel. She says, "Why am I taking in these sweaters? Aren't they supposed to be this size?" So you think they're joking, but they're not. It's the truth.
She's sexy. She likes being sexy.
And the whole purpose of this show also is that your fans out there that are watching us and calling in tonight, they get to know you a little better as a person, as a human being. Not only the show that you perform every week. Maybe that's the opportunity that they have to see yourselves, but in sharing a little bit about your life and the things that you do. Esme, you said before you're transgender. You live as a woman. Every day you present yourself as a woman.
As a female, correct.
As a female.
But don't tell nobody, it's a secret. Yeah, I do. But I mean, my life is normal. I get asked so many times a week. I mean, all the time. Mostly from young kids, like 18, 19, 20-year-olds, or, that they don't know. They haven't been out in the gay life long enough. They go, "Do you live like that? What do you do?" They do. Have you guys?
Yes, every day.
I just take my breasts. I don't know. What can I do? I have to live as a girl. I have no choice. The options are over because I don't have facial hair. I have a woman's physical shape. It's just not possible to live as a male in society. But I live a very normal life. I mean, for me, it's normal. Maybe for somebody else, it wouldn't be. I mean, I like my Star Trek conventions, and
oh Lord, here we go.
I love my Star. They don't like Star Trek, but I love. I'm really a nerd. And I'm into my comic book movies, and I like to read a lot. I read a lot of Star Trek novels, and I'm very nerdy, which is something would not be something people would know about me. I'm quite nerdy, actually. I'm a compulsive reader. I mean, I read like a lot.
That's good.
I like my cat.
I'm being informed that we have 2 other calls, so let's take another call. Good evening. This is Voices of Pride. Who's this?
Yes, I'm waiting to make a phone to talk to your entertainer.
Sure, go ahead. You're on air.
Hello.
Okay, thank you. Number one is all 3 of you are beautiful.
Thank
I've
you.
never seen your show or anything like that. but wanted to know, who are you guys going to vote for president and why?
Who are you going to vote for president and why?
Well, I'm voting for Barack Obama.
Same here.
I'm voting for Barack. So if you choose to vote for someone else, you go ahead.
Just over the years, I've always seen myself as Democrat. I followed the policies that they go through and their ideals, and that's where I choose to go with.
Good. And I think, you explained before at the beginning of the show your reasons and
Barack Obama all the way for me. There's no other, I'm obsessed. If I put one more sign in my front
She has T-shirts, tennis shoes, signs, buttons.
My dad already told me if I put one more sign in the front yard, they're going to start taking the signs down, which I panicked because the signs cannot come down. The signs have to stay up. But I've got a big, gigantic one in the window, and then I've got smaller ones, and I've got stickers everywhere. I am obsessed with Barack Obama. I don't know why. Just something about what he's doing. I don't know what it is. When I see him speak, it's like, I don't know what it is. I can't describe it. It's just, I'm very motivated and moved by everything that he's doing, and that's just me. And
it's nice that we have the option to choose and to change our minds, because Esme was also one that was very Hillary.
I was pro-Hillary.
And after the Hillary situation, she was very on the fence about a lot of things. And it's nice to see her come through this way, because, we can choose what we want.
I didn't want to vote for Barack at first. But now I'm like, you don't even know. It's crazy. I wear his T-shirt all day long with his face. Ask him how many T-shirts do I have. I got them in every color. I'm wearing black today only because I have to. If not, I would have shown up in a Barack T-shirt. I got one in that purse. Right.
But you have your button right there.
I got my button, and I got a T-shirt right inside my purse, right across the way there, waiting for me to put it on as soon as we're done.
Okay, we have another caller, so let's take this call. Good evening. This is Voices of Pride.
Hi, I was just on the line earlier.
Okay.
I hung up because I was not finished when you hung up on me earlier. I just have a few questions. The young lady on the end, she said that she was not a female impersonator. What exactly are you?
Talking about me?
The Caucasian, you, on the end in the brown.
Oh, okay. No, when she called me a cross-dresser, I said I'm not a cross-dresser. I didn't say I wasn't a female impersonator, because obviously it's female impersonation because I wasn't born as a woman. So, I'm transgendered, so I'm going through the process of being more and more like a woman every day, but that's basically it.
You said that you wasn't born as a female?
That's correct.
Okay. So what exactly do you do?
What do I do? Well, I am a seamstress by day, and I'm an entertainer by night. So that's what I do.
Okay. Are any of you all Christians at all?
Well, yeah. I'm Cuban, so I was raised in a Roman Catholic house. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. I do.
This is the type of thing where it has nothing to do with religion.
Well, but I don't have a problem discussing religion. I feel that the Holy Spirit values me as I am.
I'm not going to get into the whole.
But I don't have a problem with it. I know that Christians become very irate about it. But I don't. I feel very validated. I feel connected to the Holy Spirit. I pray. I am connected. My father and mother are both Roman Catholics. I was raised in a Roman Catholic household, and I feel very validated by God, and I don't have a problem with that. If other people think that God doesn't love me, well, that's their problem. I don't have a problem with it. When I pray to God, I do not pray to God as a gay person. I do not pray to God as a white person or a Cuban person or a straight or anything. I pray to God as me, as the soul that I am inside. And that soul is validated. I feel it every day of my life. But that is a great question. People ask it all the time because, there's so much biblical stuff about Christianity and gays. And, honey, God loves us all.
Jocelyn, I see you there nodding and,
Yeah, my personal connection to my Savior is my personal thing, and what I choose to do in my life, I know He is there for me no matter what. So I'm very happy with myself. I'm very happy with my connection with Him, and with that,
And my relationship, just like hers, and just like hers, and just like yours, is private. That's private. What's your relationship with God is private.
Desiree, any thoughts?
They know me, so these are my best friends, and they know how I am. The religion thing is very
She believes like us. She doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, you know,
But she
I have
does.
my own personal relationship with God, and I just feel like sometimes people, you know, they want to change you because of what you believe in, but you know, your belief is your belief, and that's how I'm going to leave it.
Well, there's always that angle. People who say, "Are you Christian?" You know, especially the ones that are getting ready to throw the book at me. You know, because that's their angle, and from that angle, then they condemn me and they judge me, and I'm not into that. I am a Christian, just like they are. I do believe in Jesus Christ. That is my personal belief. I don't need anybody to judge that. That's just what I believe.
Well, and you know, we understand that a lot of people have issues with this. You know, I was raised
And that's
Catholic,
okay.
Unfortunately.
and
That's sad.
I've said it in this show before. You know, being Catholic, the first time that I had to interview the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, and they present themselves as the sisters, the nuns of the gay community.
Right.
I had a problem with that the first time because, you know, I
As a
had
Catholic, I do too.
Yeah, I had nuns that were teaching me since I was a kid.
Correct.
So all of a sudden it's like, how is it possible that we have nuns in the gay community? But you know, it's a matter of seeing beyond, you know, those the immediate perception that people have, and that just want to condemn you without
The
getting to
intentions
know
behind
you.
the act instead of the actual act itself.
You got to be flexible in life. I think that's a secret to growing old successfully. Is that the longer that we are rigid, the longer that we do not bend. You know, the tree that bends during the hurricane.
Yeah.
She's the one that survives. It's the one that resists the wind that always ends up cracking eventually. You got to be able to bend in life, and you got to be less judgmental, and that's hard to do when all your life you've been taught this is the way it is, and there's no other way. So.
Well, we have 2 other callers, so let's take these calls. Good evening. This is Voices of Pride.
Hello?
Hi, this is Voices of Pride. Who's this?
My name is Tiffany.
Who?
Tiffany?
Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
Good. Do you have a question for our guests?
Actually, I just have a comment on all 3 of you ladies. I personally actually work with all of you 3 ladies, and I love you all, and I think you guys are gorgeous.
Thank you, Mama.
Well, thank you for your call.
Your voice is so sweet.
And I'll see you guys all sometime this week.
All
All right, Mama. Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
So sweet.
See, there's a lot of people that love you, and we already have another call. So, good evening, Voices of Pride. Hello? Oh, we lost that one. So, well, we were saying that we have a lot of upcoming events in the community. Can you mention where do you perform, where people can see you every week?
Well, I'm at Valentine's every Thursday and every Sunday. I work at Waterside Landing once a month in Newport Richey. I'm also at Honey Pot, which is in Ybor, every blue moon. And I do a lot of traveling around the country. You know, I'm a 3-time national title holder, so I do a lot of traveling. So I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and you can always come to Valentine's to see me on Sundays and Thursdays, hip hop night. Come on and get your thing on. Just I'll advise you that if you're coming to Valentine's on a Sunday and a Thursday, please bring me a 2-piece and a biscuit, please. Thank you.
Very good.
And Jocelyn?
You can catch me. I work at Valentine's also on Thursdays and Sundays with Desiree. And then you can catch me at Steam on Fridays, which is the Honey Pot in Ybor City. And at Chelsea, which is the new club here in Tampa, on Saturdays. And I'm all over the place. I really enjoy it. Plus, we have Halloween coming up, which is the drag queen, you know, mecca, I can say. So make sure you're around. We have Guavaween Halloween, and it's going to be a really fun time this year, I think.
I think it's the gay New Year's.
Yes.
It's just an excuse for everybody to really let their hair down. But we do anyway. It doesn't matter. I work at I work at Valentine's 3 nights a week: Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. On Saturdays, it's our Latin night. So it's a night dedicated to Latin people.
Qué rico.
That are gay, negro, Latino. Me gusta. So it's a very exciting evening. I enjoy that night a lot. And on Friday nights, I work at Steam, which is Honey Pot also, which is also an amazing event. So, and then on Sundays, I work at Spurs, which is right down the street from the Honey Pot on 7th Avenue. It's on 9th Avenue, actually.
So definitely plenty of opportunities to see your favorite female impersonators with their shows every week. We're gonna take a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue talking to our special guest. Stay with us.
Teach us to accept one another. Teach us to respect one another. Please, do not fill our minds with hatred. Do not expose us to bigotry. Do not teach us to judge each other by race, religion, orientation, or the color of our skin.
Teach us the concept of tolerance.
Teach us to understand one another.
Teach us to accept people
of different cultures
and persons with different beliefs than yours.
Please help us to create a world
where every man, woman, and child is treated equally.
Dear parents,
please don't teach us words of hate. We learn from you every moment. If you use a certain word which might be hurtful to others, we will repeat that word. Please don't show us acts of hate.
If you act against people of different faiths, we will repeat your actions.
Dear parents, we are your children,
and we are relying on you
to help us create a world where every person is tolerant of one another.
Most people think gender is fixed and immutable, and that everyone is either a man or a woman, male or female. Yet gender and gender identity is far more complex than merely the description of a person's genitalia. Gender identity is determined by many factors, the most important of which is considered by some to be psychological, even spiritual rather than physical. The National Transgender Advocacy Coalition works proactively to reform societal attitudes and the law to achieve equal rights for transgendered and other gender diverse individuals.
We have 15 minutes, so...
Tell me a couple things that you
welcome
love
back to Voice of Pride. Tonight we're here with some female impersonators. We have Esme Russell, Jocelyn Summers, and Desiree Demornay. So back to you girls. We were talking before about where people can find you. And I completely lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
You'll find us working, though. You'll find us working. We're always working, that's for sure.
And right now with Halloween and Guavaween coming up, I think this is going to be the fun time. This is where we pull the big costumes out. This is where we pull all the stops out, and we really like to make a big production of it. You know, we have to be because now the normal people are going to be dressing up. So we're not special, so now we take it to the next level. It's time for us to shine, you know.
Yeah, we actually wear costumes on Halloween because
we have to fit in. We're not going to be outdone.
Yeah.
We do this for a living. We're not going to be outdone.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. People ask me, do you wear a costume? I said, well, I'm in a costume all year, actually. If you want to be technically, but...
So now I know what I was going to ask. Before I asked you, Esme, you were saying that you live your daily life as a female. Jocelyn.
Yes.
What about you?
Of the three up here, I am the boy in the group. I live my life as a boy. My name is Jason Michael. I go out every day in a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, a ball cap on. My hair's actually about this long. This is all fake. Everything comes off. And I'm a dude, you know. I'm very happy being a man. I went through some gender identity issues early in my, career where I thought I may have wanted to transfer over, but I knew it wasn't for me. I didn't have the desire and the thought in my head that was for me. For me, this is about entertainment. It's about being on stage. It's about, providing entertainment at a nightclub setting and, living my dream. I wanted to be a singer when I was growing up. I wanted to be Debbie Gibson when I was growing up. I really did. It was scary. Me and my brother told me that. Yes. Oh my God, I want to be Debbie Gibson so bad.
You never told me that.
But then I realized I had a really horrible voice. So what am I gonna do?
Well, I wanted to be Wonder Woman. I did. I really did. I did. I wanted to be Wonder Woman so bad.
Wonder Woman with a kick.
I really did.
No, but I knew that wasn't my road, and then I finally saw a show at Pleasure Dome. actually at tracks in like 96, 97. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Started hanging out with some of them, Joey. Yeah. And then later on decided this was, the route I wanted to take. And now this is my career, this is my living. I sew, I do costumes, I do mixes, I do stage decoration for all the shows. And it's made a very, very good career for me, so I'm very happy.
Wow. Desiree, any thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, I live my life as a woman. I mean, it would be pretty hard to hide 40 deep breaths, so. And I have a good time being me. I'm very quiet at home. I do so, for extra money and stuff like that, but as a female impersonator, that's how I make all my money. I enjoy just being at home and enjoying things, cooking. Cooking is one of my favorite all-time things to do. I'm a soul food cooker. Everybody that's had my cooking, they can tell you that I love to eat. Good. Yes, I love fried chicken and baked beans, and I make this thing called tater tot casserole, and it's so good. And
her macaroni and cheese is legendary.
Yes, I love macaroni and cheese.
And her sweet potato pie is legendary.
And I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Don't talk about food because I can't be eating.
I know, and I'm on a diet. I'm getting ready for a pageant. So
I'll eat out for all of y'all.
I'm being informed we have another call, so let's hear from this fan.
You guys are crazy.
Mila?
Hello?
Hello?
Mila?
I don't know what happened here.
She's gone.
We have some technical difficulties with the phone, but do we have a call on line 5?
Bueller?
Oh, okay.
Agent Bueller? Line 5.
Bear with me for a second. Good evening, Voices of Pride.
Well, the guy down there is Tim Wilson, but he's also doing the drag pride or the gay pride. I just wanted to tell him I love him and I'm trying to watch him on TV. I love him to death. I work with him at our day job. And I just want to tell him, you go, sister.
Well, thank you for your call.
We love her.
Yeah, some kudos for Timmy. That's nice.
Well, we love that. That was people in our day lives that actually, appreciate us, and yay. So where's Tim at?
So, what if we get a little more personal and, let's talk about your first time.
Doing shows?
Having sex?
Eating chicken? What?
Having sex?
Hello?
No,
I was 19 years old.
When was the first time that you got on women's clothes and you said, I like this, and this is who I want to be, I want to entertain people, and I want to have fun with this?
I started doing it when I was 15. And actually I did it before that. I did it when my mom would go, because I'm the eldest child, so there's 4 of us. So sometimes she would go out, and if she would leave me, like when I was 10 or 11 years old, to take care of the other kids, like if she would run to the store, as soon as she left, I'd go in her closet and put on high heels and carry her purse and try to. But the first time that I actually started doing drag was when I was 15, and I was sneaking out of my house. And I did it for about 6 months. I would jump out the window, and they would pick me up. And then I would go out to a friend's house, and we'd hang out, we'd get in drag, and we'd, do shows in the living room and everything. And then I would sneak back in. Well, one time when I snuck back in, how I got caught was my mother was waiting for me in the bed.
Oh my goodness.
I was in full drag. I got out of drag, hid all the shoes and the makeup and everything, and pulled the covers off my bed, and my mother was laying in the bed. So busted. So I had to tell her I was gay at that point, which I'm sure she already knew.
Yeah, you were dressing up.
But it was like, surprise, I'm in drag.
Surprise.
I was ashamed, and it was just, so 15 for me.
Jocelyn, what about your first time?
I know I had those little kid moments where you play in the mom's shoes and all that kind of madness. But for me, it was, when I was 19 years old and I finally saw something at the club where I really enjoyed it and I wanted to play around with it. And I was like, maybe I can do this. So then I started playing around, and I got pictures of my first time, and it's horrible. It's me just in a wig that this is completely wrong, looking not a stitch of makeup on, not really know what I was doing. Just a dude with a wig on. That's it. It was not cute.
Well, for me, I started dressing up off and on since I was 5. I already knew what I wanted to be. It's amazing that when you brought that up, I think about my mom saying, "Oh, it's just a phase. It's just a phase," and I'm going like, "Oh, okay." So when around about 15, she was saying it was still a phase, but I was going like, "All right." So I think it was like around I was 17 or 18, and I was going to this club in St. Louis, Missouri. It was called The Twist. It was the big gay club there, and I went inside. That's where I saw my first female impersonation show, and they had a lot of amazing entertainers in the show that night. And then Halloween came, which be Desiree celebrating her 20th birthday, and it was on Halloween. I dressed up for the very first time, and it was absolutely scary. I had a good time. I think that was the first time that I felt awkward as being a gay male. Then being a transgender woman, it felt different because when I was in drag for the first time, I had men hit on me so much. And I said, "Oh, okay, this is for me. That's what I'm gonna do." So that's how it started for me.
And I'm sure it must feel amazing having the support of so many people that come out and see your shows every week. Do you have any special memory that you could share with us about special performance, or I don't know? Could you tell us about which performance have you enjoyed the most, or a special moment from getting feedback from your fans?
That's hard. There's so many. Oh, Lord. I mean, the night that I won Miss Gay Florida was an amazing night for me because,
that's the only thing that comes to mind.
Because I had worked so hard so many years to win it, and then to finally win it, and it was more than just winning the pageant. It was just a validation. I had become a part of the history, because so many other girls had won it before me. So that was a big event in my life. But I don't know. I mean, I've been doing this a really long time. I've been doing this for 31 years. So
she's old.
Yeah, it's just hard. I don't know.
For me, I can remember, winning Miss Florida at large was a very big milestone in my career and kind of put me on the map, as far as an entertainer. But I mean, I think the one that stands out the most is my first time on stage. It was November 6th, 1997. And I remember it was Lost and Found over in Clearwater, and just the memory of that first time of being in the spotlight and knowing this is what I want to do. It was such an amazing moment, and that really sticks out in my head.
For me, every moment led up until April of 2006. I've been doing female impersonation for a long time, and I have had a lot of great moments, but I cannot, when you said that, the moment that I think of most is when I won Miss Continental Plus in Chicago, Illinois. It was the most amazing feeling, and it's like, as I said, it's validation. Yeah. I've competed in that pageant 7 times in a 10-year period, and I've been first runner-up, second runner-up, and I was like, okay, when is it my turn? And it was so funny is that the year before I did the pageant, I was second runner-up, and my mother was in the pageant, and she told me the country is in love with you, and I was looking at her, how you know the country in love with me? I bring you the pageant one time, and you talking about the country's in love with you. But the moment that I did win, I had my best friends there, the promoter of the pageant I was very good friends with, so it was just an amazing moment in my life, and I'm tearing up now because I think about how I was on the stage, and I had all of their help, and it was just fabulous for me.
Oh, that's awesome. You let me thinking with your comment before, Esme, when you were busted by your mom that night. I come from a Latino background, and I know that we have this macho culture where it's very tough, especially in Latin America and our Hispanic communities, to say that you're part of the gay community, and especially going throughout this coming out process. How was that experience for you? How's your relationship with your parents?
Not just gay, but gay with boobs. Okay, not just gay. You can just be gay. I told my dad I'm gonna be gay, and then he said, "Oh," and he was shocked. And then I said, "Now sit down."
Ay, caramba.
Now sit down. He was standing up. I said, "Now sit down," because I'm fixing to tell you the rest of the story. The rest of the story is that I'm not only gay, but I'm gonna live as a woman. And so yeah,
se jodió la vaina.
No, se puso la cosa bien fea. No, but the first year was very, very difficult. But I have wonderful parents. I really do. And my mother and father are very progressive. And my mother has told me many times throughout my life, in another life I must have been a gay man. Because when I'm around gay men, I feel an affinity to them. And they're just very open-minded, very comfortable with their sexuality and what others think. They don't care. They're very well-adjusted people.
Not to mention your sister.
Yeah, well, my sister also has surgery. So she got, my brother that was after me became a female.
Wow.
So she got her surgery. So my family has experienced it twice. So I don't know if it's genetic, who knows? There's so many things. We could go, that could be a whole...
Another show.
But it doesn't matter. We have a great family who is completely supportive of my life and what I do. And they don't just not judge me, they don't judge other people.
At all.
My dad or mom sees two gay men together, they act like it's perfectly normal to them. Or two women, they don't...
We went to dinner, we've hung out with them, they came to our house for different occasions.
They're just so well adjusted. They're not the typical Cuban though. Because Cuban people by nature, Latin people by nature, it's not that they're judgmental, it's just that we're raised that boys are supposed to be boys and girls are supposed to be girls, and there ain't no in between. Well, guess what? Hello. It does happen.
You have the perfect mix.
It does happen. It does happen.
Jocelyn, and I wanted to ask you, do you think, you mentioned before, feeling comfortable in Ybor, kissing your husband, and is it tough being a female impersonator and keeping up a relationship?
Am
I getting too personal?
For the most part, absolutely not. But you just got to find the right person, and I have, luckily, a few times in my life. But gay guys don't really go for queens, and that's the hard part about it. And I'm a gay guy, and I'm a queen, and it's rough. I went through 7 years, being completely single. But luckily, I found a great guy who absolutely loves me for every part of me and everything that I am. So, yeah, it's going really good right now.
Oh, that's awesome. Kudos to him. Because I know that that must be, difficult for, I know some people can't just handle that.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Your thoughts on this topic, Desiree?
I'm just getting out of an 8-year relationship, so it's very difficult.
Desiree's always getting out of an 8-year relationship. Desiree in this 8-year relationship, it's just Desiree.
It was 2 years ago, yeah.
She's in love with somebody that's very much penetrated her heart and soul, and it's been hard for her to get that situation out of her life.
But I'm finally over it, thank God.
She says that, but then,
this week.
No, it's
Desiree is a good wife. She's the ultimate wife.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I think it has been a great experience for our viewers to get to know a little more the human side of the divas that they come out to see every week. And now, Timmy, you're
now one is returned. Now one is returned.
Do you want to?
What's up?
Do you want to become a female impersonator?
I can't even begin to be close to the level of just fabulousness that they are on. So
I love that word.
fabulousness. We even have the shirts to prove it. No, really, thank you for being on the show today. We've learned a lot. Really quick, for those, where are you guys going to perform next?
Tonight I'll be at Valentine's. I'm on my way to work.
Oh, wow.
All right, so you've had an hour to relax and chill out, go get dressed and go see Esme.
I'm going to Valentine's right now.
Roberto and I can't go out anymore because our Appletinis, it just doesn't work for us.
Oh, our Appletinis have made history.
They've made you too. Really quickly, we have our next show coming up October 28th, just before Halloween.
Ooh,
so start thinking of your costume. We'll be discussing, hopefully, Amendment 2 and adoption. So those are two that we really haven't touched on lately on our show. So hopefully we'll be talking about that. Again, that's October 28th, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Roberto and I will be back.
Yeah. And, thank you again for supporting us. Look for us on the internet and send us your feedback and tell us what would you like to see on the show, because at the end, this is Voices of Pride, this is your voice, this is everybody's voice.
We want to thank everyone for calling in, because we've actually had a lot of callers for
Absolutely.
you girls today.
And once again, thank you to all of you for taking the time to be here on our show. And I don't know if we want to go around again, and a really quick thought to your fans out there that have been watching you.
Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me and my career and everything. And I really appreciate all the love that I get every night when I go to work. It fulfills my life in ways you guys don't even know. And please, 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 vote. Vote. See right there.
Jocelyn?
Yeah, just like Esme said, thank you guys, whoever comes to see our shows and supports the clubs that we work at. Thank you for making my dreams come true. Thank you for letting me live my dream, and I appreciate it. So,
and Desiree, once
Thank
again.
you all so much for coming out every week to support us. We enjoy entertaining each and every one of you every week. But I do want y'all to vote for something other than the election this time. I want y'all to vote to put a White Castle in Tampa, Florida, please.
Oh, God. You guys are too funny. A White Castle.
Well, thank you again for being part of our show. Thank you to all of you for watching, for calling in, for supporting us. And just remember,
we love you.
And we care. So please stay informed, stay safe, and stay proud. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. So, we're going to go out after.